In this JavaScript tutorial, we're going to be talking about loops, more specifically, while loops. So, a while loop is used when you want to repeat code over and over, or if you want to increment something or something like that. So to set up a while loop, we do while parentheses and then curly braces, much like the if statement. And then inside here is the code that we're going to run over and over. And let's just do, well, we'll figure this out in just a moment. Inside here's our condition. So if number is less than 10, then we're going to run this code. So if number is less than 10, then this code will run. And it will continue to come up here and run and run and run until this statement right here ends up being false. So it's very similar to an if statement, but an if statement will only run one time or 0 times. A while statement, set up the same way, could run an infinite number of times or 0 times. So in order for this to actually get going, we need to give number a value. So let's do number equals 0. And let's just walk through this. So number is less than 10. That's true because 0 is less than 10. Then this code will run. And then it'll come back up here. 0 is less than 10. This code will run. Then it'll go back up here. It'll check this. Is 0 less than 10? Yep. This code will run. And it'll keep going. So this is what's called an infinite loop because 0 will always be less than 10. In order to change that, which by the way, this will happen a decent amount of times when you first start getting to do this, you need to increment number so that at some point it won't be less than 10. And all we're going to do here is we're just going to add 1. That's what the plus plus means. And if we were to actually run that with an infinite loop, most of the time the browser would just crash and we'd have to restart the browser. So I'm not going to do that. Now, if we run this one, nothing's going to happen. Let's log something out. Let's actually log the value of number. So it starts off with 0. We log that out, and then it goes all the way up to 9. Because when it prints out 9, it's going to increment it 1 more. So it'll be 10. And is 10 less than 10? No. So then this code down here will run. Let's just do, so we can see that it does come down here, greater than 10. And let's run this one more time. Greater than 10. So that's the basic setup of a while loop. We can also count down. We can check people's names. We can validate things. So there's a lot of stuff going on. But to get the basic idea, using numbers is a really good thing. Arrays might use this to get the information out of an array. But then there's a for loop, which we'll talk about some other time.